Fitbit Goal Day 2017. It is currently nearly 12 o'clock. I've only just got up and finished all my editing nonsense. I've only done 1,000 steps, 9,000 to go. I got my Goal Day badge last year. I will get my Goal Day badge this year. Fitbit Goal Day is awesome. Walking. See, it is possible to walk to Tesco. Who knew? I can't talk with these things and it's ridiculous. I normally drive here. It's about 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles away from home. Although, according to this, only about 1,500 steps. So I don't think 1,000 steps equates to a mile. So perhaps it's not as far as I think. I will consult a map when I get home. But I've walked here and I need to do some shopping. I then need to walk home again. And then we have an assembly job to do. We now have the downside of walking, because in the time I've been in there buying that stuff, it's now started to rain out here. Obviously I don't have my car. My bag is now full of salt and vinegar Walker's crisps. For those of you wondering how many 6-packs of salt and vinegar Walker's crisps you can fit in a normal size backpack, the answer is 3 multi-bags. That's still pretty much all he's eating. I get home now. I don't mind walking in the rain, although I don't have a coat with me, I'm going to get soaked. But this whole camera, don't know how waterproof it is, and there's no room for it in my bag. If you don't know what Fitbit Goal Day is, basically it's an arbitrary day as far as I know. I've not done that much research into it, but they did it last year. I think it was the similar sort of time, 3rd Saturday in May last year as well, where rather than it being a competitive Fitbit challenge like all the other ones that they have, where you all join into a big group and see who can get the most steps in the day, on Goal Day you still get together in a group, but there's no competitive element, although I'm still going to try and win. The idea is, as long as you hit your step goal for the day, which for me, I've taken it back down to 10,000 again, because 15,000 was just never happening. But if I hit 10,000 steps today, then I get a badge. It's like an Xbox achievement. Any chance to get achievements or badges or anything like that, I'm very on board with it. I've got the Goal Day 2016 one from last year, and now I'm nearly home after my little trip to Tesco. I've done nearly 5,000 steps and it's only 12:15, so halfway through Goal Day 2017 and I'm halfway to my target. So as long as Anna doesn't steal Dave again later, because she's already taken him out for a walk today because she wants to hit Goal Day as well, I'll take him out for a walk later on today and that should get me the rest of the way there. In other news, it's 12:15 and there's a Chinese takeaway. Hold on. That building behind you is a Chinese takeaway and it smells really good. But why is it open? Have you ever got a Chinese takeaway at 12:15 on a Saturday morning? I don't understand. I'm basically racing the rain home. There was a few spots at Tesco. I got away from it very quickly, but as you can see from behind me, it's catching me up. I shouldn't have stopped to tell you about Goal Day. I might have to run the last minute of this and then I'll probably die. But that cloud looks really ominous. I made it home. I beat the rain. Kev wins today. As you can see though, I've angered the weather. And I suspect at some point in the next few days, it will have its revenge on me. Well, that day, as is often the case with a Saturday, has got away from me. It's already 5 o'clock. I'm only at 6,500 steps, so that needs picking up. I tell you what, Fitbit, if you're watching, and you should be, if every day was Goal Day, I would take hitting my goal target all the more seriously. I know you couldn't call every day Goal Day, but I'm really motivated by the fact I can get a little badge, a little achievement for hitting my steps goal today. So why not give me 365 little badges, even number them 1 to 365, put the year underneath. I would want a full set of 365 badges. I would hit my goal every single day if you gamified it. I know it's almost there with the weekly league tables and all that stuff, but that's only motivating to a point. If you've got someone like I have on your friends list on Fitbit who does 150,000 steps a week, there's no way I'll ever win that. So it becomes less of a game. But if I'm collecting something, you saw the amazing success of Pokemon Go, gamify Fitbit a little bit more, give me a badge, a trophy, whatever you want to call it, for every single day, send me a I don't know, a certificate at the end of the year for doing a full year, or even just a bigger achievement. Give me a Fitbit score. There's got to be ways to make this even more gamified, and I would do it. My own health isn't enough, but collecting a virtual badge, ooh, so I'll go out and give Dave a walk in a little bit, even though it's still pouring down with rain outside. And I've not done any of the things I intended to do today. You'll remember from yesterday's vlog, original plan was to work on the pile. The pile is still there. It's not grown any today, which is great stuff, but I can't touch it because I'm still locked out of the exam board's website, and that will be until Monday. I tried phoning them, I tried emailing them, nothing. I can't do any of that this weekend, and that's really frustrating. So as a backup plan, I wanted to chain up, I don't know, 8 to 10 Football Manager videos, just get them all done so that I could do that stuff in the evenings. If I free up my evenings every day between Monday and Thursday, I could get the bulk of that done and not have to make videos. And then it also means I've got them stacked up ready for Comic-Con next weekend. So I'd have Friday, Saturday, Sundays, ideally Mondays, all recorded, ready to roll. And I don't have to think about gaming videos at all for a week. And I could just have a week focusing on having a good time at Comic-Con and doing that, because I know that's going to earn me money. Didn't do that either, because two other things came up. Firstly, Anna has just, I hope I'm allowed to talk about this, I haven't actually checked. There'll be a weird cut if I'm not supposed to talk about this, and that weird cut will be there. So if I'm still talking, it means I've been given permission to talk about it by Anna. But I've spent the afternoon helping her with a UCAS application. She was at uni 2 years ago. She'd just started her first year of university when Andy stopped going to school. She did the first semester. She got the top marks in her class, and then couldn't go for the second semester, couldn't go back, had to withdraw from uni because he wasn't going to school and there wasn't any other option. And we were just mulling it over the last week or two, trying to work out if there were any reasons why she shouldn't go back in September. I know he's not back at school yet, but obviously I'm going to be at home. University's only a couple of days a week of actually being out of the house. So I can spare 2 days a week to be a proper carer and just sit with him if he's not back at school, so she can go off and do uni, and then when she's here I can do business stuff. It just seems to make so much sense, both in terms of she gets to carry on doing what she wanted to do 2 years ago before that was ripped away from her. She gets to go back to university, but also cynically from a financial point of view, bearing in mind we don't really have any tangible income going into September. There's a little bit from YouTube, a little bit from books. It's all fairly fluid, self-employed stuff that's going through the company, and financial confusion. If any of you are an accountant who want to do a free 10-minute consultation, hit me up. But I think we don't have very much provable income. When she was at uni last time, all of the finance and stuff was means tested and she didn't get very much. This time when they means test student finance and maintenance loans and disabled kid allowance and all this stuff that you get for going to uni, the means testing is going to get her a lot more. So it's another stream of income. And I've run the numbers, and if we get the, if she gets the amount of student finance and maintenance loans and stuff that I think she's entitled to, if you add that on to what we're currently earning from YouTube and from Amazon and from Patreon and the exam marking and all that stuff, and if you stick it out over the year, we'll have to be a little bit sensible about how we do it, because not much of that is monthly income, none of it is consistent levels, but as an annual amount of income, it's not very far at all away from what our current annual income is if you pretend YouTube and Amazon don't exist. So just my income from work, very, very similar to what that total income would be. So I think if she's able to get back into uni, I'm in a position to say we can support ourselves doing that for the 3 years that she's there, so I won't have to go back to work at all during those 3 years, even if this is a complete failure, which it won't be, but it gives me time to succeed and to really work at it. And ultimately, if we don't get him back into school, I won't be able to go back to work, because I've made a commitment to stay at home, support her, sit with him for those 2 days when she's at uni. So I wouldn't be able to go back. It takes that decision, that pressure away from me completely, and it means, you know what, Kev, you've got 5 days a week, go be a YouTuber, go for it. So that's awesome. So we spent a couple of hours getting a UCAS application for that. We just need to get a reference for her, and then that can get sent off and done, and fingers crossed, everyone send good vibes Anna's way. Hopefully she'll be accepted onto one of the courses that she wants to do. She's got 2 in mind. I'll let her explain all that to you another time if she wants to. She might not want to. But if it all comes off, then we are go for the next 3 years, you know, I don't have to go back to work at all. We'll be fine. So there was that. That was a couple of hours. And then I spent about another hour sorting out the internet. One True Nerd, I was speaking to him on Twitter last night. He's the guy who did car park tech support a little while ago. You'll remember him. If not, go back and watch that video. It's awesome. But I was talking to him about how I want to start streaming again, but my internet connection in my garage is rubbish. I don't know if I'll be able to. And he suggests I was going to get some of those disc things that you put on the ceiling as a mesh network around the house for like 200 quid. And I'd actually ordered them on Amazon. And then he commented on the video from like the day before saying, if you're actually serious about wanting some tech support, why aren't you asking me, you idiot, what are you planning on doing? And I told him, and he said, stop! So I cancelled the order. He told me what router to order. The router I ordered was this one. An Asus, I don't know, it's that. If you want to buy one, there, it's that one. That's the one you need to order. He told me what to buy. It came today. Again, Amazon Prime, you're amazing. I ordered that at about 1 AM this morning, and it arrived 12 hours later. That's too fast, Amazon. It's starting to freak me out a little bit, but well played. And he talked me through how to set it up, and it's ridiculous. I'm getting 75 meg download and about 18 meg upload in my garage, through a brick wall, on Wi-Fi, on my phone. That is faster than any speed I've ever had on Wi-Fi on a computer sat next to it in the house. It's ridiculous. Streaming is going to happen. Thank you, One True Nerd. You've been a big help. But that needed setting up as well. So all of that has got me through to 5 o'clock. We haven't eaten yet, so I need to go and prepare one of our batch meals. Yes, we're still doing that in a minute. And I've got to do one Football Manager video because I've not got any stacked up for tomorrow. I also need to take Dave for a walk because I need 3,000 steps. Just the act of rushing around setting up for this video apparently got me 500 steps. So I need another 3,000 to get my goal day badge. And then tomorrow, I don't know how much of anything I'm going to get done because the other stuff I've ordered off Amazon has arrived. So we've got a massive day turning this into the streaming room tomorrow. My Elgato Stream Deck has arrived. I'll show you that set up tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to playing with that. That looks really cool. But over here, you'll also see that the new desk has arrived. It's a wooden corner desk, which I need to take you off the tripod. Things are about to get shaky. Take a travel sickness pill. I need to take you around the room and show you what we're going to do. And apologies at the act of doing that wrecks the lighting as well, but with those lights on, you can't see anything, so I've had to turn them off to show you what we're doing. Firstly, ignore this end of the room. I know it looks like it's a mess. It's not. That is a load of boxes that I've saved from these Amazon orders so that I can post out competition prizes, so they'll be going soon. It's also the empty bag for these lights which need to be put away, and that ring light which needs to be put away. I'm actually toying with the idea of selling the ring light. It doesn't work with my glasses at all. I paid 100 quid for it like a month ago. I've turned it on twice. If you want to buy a ring light, make me an offer down in the comments. Otherwise it will go on eBay. Or what's the returns policy on Amazon? Can I send something back that I bought like 6 weeks ago? Because I don't need it, I don't use it, I can't use it. I could use the money though. So, the plan, we have the new desk. The new desk is here. As you can see, it's a corner desk. I hope I can decide which side the corner's on, because looking at it now, it looks different to how it looked on Amazon, and I thought the bend was on the other side, so I hope I can choose which side the bend is on. The plan is, we get rid of the TV cabinet thing from there, and this glass desk gets moved back against the wall, and has the TV and the PlayStation and the RetroPie on top of that. Push right back against the wall. We lose that light, and that light. These two stay. That's all we need for what we're doing on YouTube at the moment. Everything at this end of the room will stay, but be tidied. This desk is going to be used to store all of this coursework. That is all competition prize stuff, and my drone. Don't lose the drone. That needs to be sent back. That's the bag that the ring light goes in. So once the ring light's back in it, that can move over there. But all the rest of this is competition prizes and boxes to send them in. So that will be going soon. Not the drone. I repeat, the drone is not a competition prize. That's my drone. I hope it still works. I'd like to test it tomorrow, but it's still raining. Then what I want to do is have the new bendy corner desk here, so that it has the long bit that way, like this desk is at the moment, so a long bit across there, and then bending around here in the corner. I mean, it won't be the end of the world if the other bit is on this side. That'd be an incentive to lose some weight, so I can squeeze past it on the way into the room, I guess. And then I've got a new monitor coming, which is an LG ultra wide thing that will sit on here for me to play my games on. And then the cameras will just pop up over the top of it. The lights will come around the side a bit. And then on here, or here, whichever side it is, there will be this new docking station for the MacBook to go on. And the MacBook will dock into there. And then that will be permanently attached with that permanently attached, which is the CD drive that I need to do all this stuff, and then the mouse and keyboard and stuff. And the idea is, and I hope it's going to be as cool as this, but the idea is, on this bit at the side, I just come in, dock the MacBook. This will already be connected through the USB thing as well. Dock the MacBook, and then just straight away be able to use the monitor, the keyboard, the mouse, the SD card reader, the DVD reader, the Elgato will be plugged into it as well. So I should just be able to come in, plonk the MacBook down and start recording, whether it's off the PS4, whether it's Football Manager, and it will all be on a really cool, I think it's 25-inch ultra-wide LG monitor, so it'll be nice and clear, and I can use that on a split screen thing and have Football Manager on 2/3 of it, and then the Twitch comments on the other side of it, so it gets rid of that whole not having a second monitor issue. I think it's going to be really cool, but I also think it's going to be an afternoon's work. You've all seen how inept I am at any kind of DIY, so that kind of rules out tomorrow afternoon. All of which leads me towards the end of today's vlog, because I need to record tomorrow's Football Manager video now. I then need to go and cook dinner, do the little bit of washing up that's there, get back out here and record at least 2 more videos tonight. I've also got to do some FIFA stuff because there's only 1 more of them in the schedule. So that needs to be a block of those recorded, which I might end up doing Monday night while Anna's doing her podcast. And then tomorrow I need to get at least another couple of Football Manager videos done. Maybe I'll have to do 1 or 2 of them Monday night as well. Get the room sorted. And then realistically I think what we're looking towards is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night I spend moderating, because I'll have sorted all the videos during the rest of today, any bits of tomorrow that I'm not moving furniture around, and then Monday night while Anna's doing her podcast. We're not doing our podcast next week, so Friday night in theory is available. If I have to do last minute editing then that's fine, but Anna's mum's going to be here, she's looking after Andy for the weekend. I don't really want to have to be out here working, and also need to be able to get up early in the morning to get on the train to head down to London for Comic Con. So everything's coming together. It's all fine. We're getting there. Every step we take now, we're getting closer and closer to be this studio being exactly how I want it to be for the things I want to be able to do, and just adding efficiency on top of efficiency all through the process. It's the idea of this thing might sound silly. Kev wanted to plug the cables in every day, because it takes time, and that, just slot it in, plug 1 cable into it, which will be the USB hub, so plonk it down, 1 cable in, everything works. That will save me 3 or 4 minutes of crawling around on the floor trying to find cables. I've got various bits taped to the desk all over, and it'll just eliminate all of that and start to tidy the room up a little bit. Plus, by moving this desk back, I get to elevate the TV so I can see that properly from here, because at the moment the tripods and stuff get in the way, whereas if it's a bit higher it would be fine. Plus that wooden thing is going to fall apart anytime now. It's from Anna's old flat. It's been sat in the garage for 5 years. I'm surprised it's not rotten. And this wobbles, which is rubbish. The last thing I need to do then is get a chair that doesn't make all those noises. Just a dining room chair would be fine when I'm doing videos, so you don't have to hear that. And then we just need the new freezer, which will be coming in half term, so that we can stop the freezer. I'm unplugging the freezer when I record at the moment because it's making so much noise. If it can live through till half term, that will be when the food runs out, and then we can pay them an extra 20 quid to take that one away with it, because if we buy one right now, we can get it delivered, that's fine, but they won't take the old one away unless it's ready to take away, and I don't want to get rid of all that batch cooked food that I cooked. So we need to get to the point where it's basically empty, and then we can unplug it the night before. They can take that one away with them, and then when I do the new batch cooking in half term, just fill the new one up again. It's all coming together. fingers crossed to get my steps done, but I'm going to end the vlog here. You'll find out tomorrow if Kev won goal day. We'll be fine, don't worry.